Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Bengals are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Bills, who will need to solve that secondary. Now, let's get you up to Paul Brown Stadium. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
2nd down following the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the backfield out of this starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he motions the wide receiver. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And we take a look at the Bills defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They come out here in the eye. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And here we go on 1st and goal. Dalton gives to Bernard. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Dalton on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Underneath here to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a cut to Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. after the penalty. Here's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Now Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To the left side here for Eifert. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll run again with Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, here's Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter, and remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is taken at his 4. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7th. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Andy Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense. offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
But that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals would get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Second down, Dalton. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And now out come the Bills. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down following the incompletion. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now Jones. Finding Gabriel, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Freeman again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watkins alone on the left side. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Carpenter knocks it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's McCord. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. And quickly they get to the line. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Dalton now to pass. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Eifert, the man in motion. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Passing, it's Dalton. His pass caught at the 4. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Into the 4th quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge, similar to a great hitter. Seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone, the ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning a goal line. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time or maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're